Purunakot is a small town on the Angul to Tikarpada road, around 10 km from Tikarpada nature camp. The word Purunakot means it is an old place, and our driver cum local guide Sunil Kumar Sahu told this place dated back to pre-British era. There is a road that goes from Purunakot to Chhotkei, which passes through dense forest, which is part of the Tikarpada Wildlife Sanctuary and Satkosia Tiger Reserve. It goes through Gopalpur village and then continues through Chhotkei village. Between the two agricultural patches around villages, there is a stretch of road in the forest, which is the birding spot I am covering in this video and encouraging all to visit. Purunakot is around 50 km from Angul station, and it takes around an hour and a half's driving to reach there. This arch is the starting point of the road. It comes on the left side as you drive towards Tikarpada. This is the closest town to Tikarpada, and will find many shops, post office, police station, forest range office here. There is a sweet store here where we tasted the lovely local delicacy Chenapora. It is a good place to buy your ration for the trip if not done in Angul, and also to call your family as cell phone signal is very limited beyond this point. Road goes through Purunakot town and Gopalpur village and then reaches a water stream. Here you should get down from the car and start your birding walk. If you have time, I would suggest you walk all the way till you see the paddy fields around the Chhotkei village. This would be around 2 to 3 kilometers distance. We made 2 trips to this area, first in December and then in February. The river stream reminds me a place in Kuldiha where I saw blue-eared kingfisher. Would request viewer to look for this in their trip. From this point, it is a red soil road. I suddenly heard the call of heart-spotted woodpecker, then heard drumming of a woodpecker on a different direction. I followed that to only find a greater flameback. I'm happy to see others later on did see heart-spotted woodpecker in this area, which confirms I heard it right that day. There are many other bird calls also. We then saw a common woodstrike, which stayed for a while and entertained us with various different moves. The forest overall seemed very much like Kuldiha, and I strongly believe if more and more birders visit this area, we would get to know about many more species. The best thing is, this area, unlike Kuldiha, doesn't have much problem from elephant or gaur. As I was looking for birds on the trees, my attention was drawn by a moving reptile on the ground. Found it to be a skink. Saw one in Maharashtra in the mouth of a black-backed dwarf kingfisher, but took picture of this reptile first time here. It played hide and seek with me for a while. We mostly saw common birds like this Rufous bellied. A Eurasian hoopoe on a tree a bit far kept on preening for some time. Then comes this Asian green bee eater. It's common across India and I keep seeing it. And every time its bright colors draw my finger towards the shutter. This time it was a video though. Similar is the case for Indian white-eye, which I landed up taking a few more images. There was a tiger flycatcher also, but we decided to move on. In Satkosia, termite mounds like this are very common. I wonder if we could also expect to see the termite-eating mammals in these places. This red soil row through the forest, with shal being the most predominant tree, is iconic to this area. Hence, I decided to use this place for the thumbnail of this video. Both the times I came here, it was late in the day, around noon. Hence, bird activity was low. I'm sure in the early morning and with time, we'll get to see many birds. I heard calls of Vernon hanging parrots, saw greater racket-tailed dongo, minivets which I couldn't take picture due to shortage of time. However, we couldn't miss the jungle owlet, which is very common in Satkosia and can easily be seen. I'm thankful to Subhranil Bhadro as he gave me a tip that he saw Malabar Trogan in this area. He told it was near this deity and there was a passing water stream. The pointers matched very well. We did hear repeated calls of Malabar Trogan, but it didn't come out. This was the second time in Satkosia after Nandini Jhora that I heard but couldn't take a picture of Malabar Trogan, and I was a bit sad. I came specifically for this bird. I didn't know then what was waiting for me the next day. As we were concluding the day's birding and came out of the forest, we heard a lot of parakeet calls around this harvested paddy field. We stopped the car and found a mixed flock of plum-headed parakeet and roast-ringed parakeet feeding on the leftover grains on ground. We watched it from our car for some time. As the car was about to start, this pipit came on the road and I obliged with a small video. Even though parakeet and other birds were calling loudly, I heard a different call and looking on the other side, found this Jordan's bushlark. But the biggest surprise was waiting for me on the next day morning. As we were leaving the Chhotkei village and going towards Purunakot, I noticed a raptor flying above us. Seemed different. In a hurry, I came out of the car and took a few pictures. To my huge surprise and joy, I realized it was Rufous bellied eagle. It was a lifer for me, which I searched so many places unsuccessfully, and here it was, hovering above a gathering, seemed to be marriage reception. Suddenly, a large-billed crow came and started chasing the eagle. It was as if an action movie with a famous Oriya song as the background score. Since it was getting hard to keep focus on the birds through the trees, I moved to taking pictures, which I later stitched to make a rolling set of images, which hopefully will give you an idea of the combat. The crow was the attacker. The eagle didn't attack back. It was suddenly changing directions or going up or down to stay away from charging crow's trajectory. The crow was relentless, kept coming from different sides again and again. It was a great opportunity for me to take action shots, and I made full use of the same. I want to dedicate this sequence to my senior birder, Abid Chatterjee, who taught me the importance and merits of action shots. Finally, the crow gave up and the eagle kept circling from above as we started our journey again. We reached the Trogan point first time in the morning. It was around 9 a.m. I walked towards the Purunakot side a bit when suddenly I saw a female Malabar Trogan flying towards me from the left side. This was the place where it perched. Soon, 2 male Malabar Trogans also followed the suit. I was ecstatic that finally I could see this beautiful bird which I predicted 2 months back that it would exist, and it was finally in front of me. I took some pictures as it moved from one tree to another. I was planning to take a video also, but few locals came in a motorbike and their over-enthusiasm was too much for the birds to handle. It flew towards the right side forest and we didn't see it again. It is interesting to note that everyone who saw this bird in this area reported the same. 1 female, 2 males. Seems they are a family and moved together. We came out to Purunakot where these cattle egrets were devouring the worms that were coming out as the cow was walking on the soft ground. While you are in Purunakot, you should also visit the 130 years old forest rest house where renowned Bengali writer Buddhadev Guha stayed for some time and wrote novels like Rijudar Sate Purnakote, which means with Rijuda in Purunakot. Rijuda was a fictional character created by him who was an adventurist and explorer and visited many jungles. As a wildlife enthusiast, I was greatly inspired by the writings of Buddhadev Guha, and I offered my respect to him in this place of work. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and watch many similar videos on birding and nature, especially my series on different birding spots in Satkosia. Thanks for watching.